Alrighty, y'all. This is another video. This is the Mari showcase. I have a lot of summons, so it's all gonna be in one video for the summons. You guys will see that it's actually quite entertaining. But here we're not doing this no more. We're going in there with Mari. We're going in there with the full Evangelion team. You got Litter and Modern. You have the fillers. Basically, what this character does is she's giving pierce damage buffs anytime she attacks an enemy with a core, which is pretty good. It's 41% for 10 seconds, just anytime she's hitting a target's core, which is pretty good. Every other 5 seconds. After the first 5 seconds, every other 5 seconds after the first 10 seconds of the game, all allies will be getting a 30% attack buff of the caster's attack for 5 seconds, and Mari will be getting that on top of the pierce effect, and then a 30% attack buff for herself for 5 seconds. And this again is going on and off every other 5 seconds. Not to mention her burst skill actually has a pretty decent AoE. I would say 639% of final attack is damage, and then she actually does give all allies an attack damage buff for 41% for 10 seconds. So I'm expecting Mari to be quite decent, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We have Pierce obviously here with Asuka. That's really where we're going to be seeing the Pierce. I'm gonna have more videos of me running, you know, what's this girl's name, Mari, with actual Pierce characters like maybe Alice or Red Hood or any of these other characters who have Pierce, right? But for right now, I want to see what her damage is actually going to look like, because remember, Mari does have quite the AoE, right? So it's okay. So as you guys see right now, okay, hold on. So right now, Mari should have this buff, which is, it's not here yet because we're still okay. There's our burst skill animation. Sorry that I ruined it for you guys. And then here we go, Asuka. So now 10 seconds have passed, and that means everybody now has the, where is it? Hello? Okay, there we go. Where is it? Here, full focus. So she has this, and everybody else has this, but she gets it twice basically. She gets one based on her own attack, and then she just gets a 30% attack buff. So she should actually do pretty good damage here. I want to believe she's at 3 million right now. She's averaging 500k with a slow ass burst. Is that really good? I mean, she's a burst to, I mean, we're not expecting her to do damage, right? But she's clearly helping out everybody else on the team, which is pretty good. I mean, in reality, she is helping out everybody else on the team, but let's see. Right now, we're at 8.4 million. Ray, go ahead and use your stuff. There's a lot of buffs here going towards Ray, right? And she just jumped up to 29 million. There's a lot of buffs going up here for Ray. But how I like to test out how well these buffs are or are not is basically to compare the character on the team and then the same team with another character that's like basically on the team. So after this run, we're going to run it back. Okay, but yeah, like she's gonna be doing some damage herself. Her AoEs are no joke, right? And we do have what, the pierce damage buff just by, you know, hitting the core, which as you see, if we can, there we go, that core hit gives us this effect right here, the pierce damage buff for all allies, right? Just hitting the core gives you that, right? So that's good, I want to say. And then obviously you can kind of see they're gonna go crazy. So are we gonna see if she's worth it? She probably is worth it, y'all. She's basically just like a hand-me-down crown, and this, I think she's gonna be very good for other teams, right? At the end of the day, y'all, when it comes to certain content, you cannot run crown on every single team, right? So you're going to need these burst to support, like alternatives. My god, I can't speak today. You're gonna need these burst 2 alternatives to get the job done. I think Mari might be one of those characters, right? We're gonna let the full 3 minutes play, and then we're gonna do another run without Mari, just to kind of get the idea of how much her buffs really are affecting the team, compared to either a character who's just not buffing at all or compared to a character who is buffing. I will do, actually no, I'm gonna save that video, her versus Crown. I don't expect her to be better than Crown, but I want to see how much of a difference it is with Mari on the team and Crown on the team. So I'm gonna save that for another video. Right now your boy's in shambles because I don't have Ray and I do not have Mari. So I have 200 golden tickets, and that's enough for one of the characters. So your boy's still trying his absolute best to get one of the two so I can just pity the other characters. But it's not looking that good for us. But 41 million? like for Burst 2, who's like really just a support and has a decent AoE, not gonna lie, she's pretty. And remember, Asuka is getting like quite the buff too. Pierce damage. She has the pierce effect, right? Asuka gets the pierce effect when you use her burst skill. And I think it's for like 25 seconds, if I remember correctly. Right? Yeah, she gets the pierce effect for... I guess she doesn't have it now. We're looking for piercing bullet though. Well, now she has it, right? So if we go to Asuka, Asuka now has piercing bullet where she just has the pierce effect. So now she's getting like a buff. She's just getting a buff. She's just getting a buff, really. That's what's happening exactly. Well, I guess those red bullets you see from her are her, like, the pierce. That's the pierce that she gets. Honestly, Mari has a pretty cool AoE animation. I like how the missile just keeps coming down. Her damage wasn't bad, but now we have to kind of compare this same team without Mari. So this is the number. I'm going to take a screenshot. Here we go. Right? We're going to see how well it is without a character who is buffing, y'all. Alrighty, so now we're going to go in here. You guys could just skip forward. Honestly, I could probably just show you guys the first bit and then cut it. I'm not going to have you guys watch the full 3 minutes. The people on the live stream, you guys are going to. But we have Nihilister on this team. Nihilister is not buffing up anybody at all. So we're going to compare to see her buffs with, like, her on the team with this team. I know it's kind of unfair. But this is just to see the buffs, right? This is like we're literally losing. We have all the same buffs on this team besides Mari's buff. So you guys let me know down below in the comments and also in the stream, is this a good way to compare to see how well the support is or not? Like, obviously I'm gonna have to use her more than once, but I'm not gonna use her more than once in one video, right? That's gonna come over time. But we'll see. We will see, right? We have another fire character on the team though. It's not anybody crazy, but we're just basically here to see how much of a difference these numbers really are going to be, right? It's just how it is. Okay, well, let me see. Surely it makes sense to include the equivalent support, highly potential loss of gains. Equivalent support, I guess, but who is the equivalent support? Like equivalent of like a supporting character? Is that what you mean? Not an attacker? Like, we could do that here. We could do that. Alrighty, so we're gonna do this, right? We're gonna compare her to obviously someone like Rosanna, who gives quite the buff. Not really a buff, but damage taken increased to all enemies for 10 seconds every burst. Like, we're gonna see if this is really good, or how much of a difference it is with this and Mari, right? That's what we're gonna do. But you guys are not gonna actually see this. I'm gonna cut it out because I don't want you guys watching 3 minutes of a team that does not include Mari. So you guys on the stream are gonna see this, but the people on the YouTube video I'm cutting right now. This is coming to an end. Somebody's outside in the background cutting grass. I need them to, because I'm making a video. But here, this is coming to an end. Rosanna is, I don't even know what the number is going to be. Hold on, we gotta pull it up. So this is what it's looking like with Rosanna, who was constantly giving oh, you guys can't even see me because of my webcam broke. But this is what it looked like with Rosanna giving a damage taken debuff, I want to say, on the enemies, where everybody on the team was doing more damage. And then this is what it was with Mari. So you could see there is quite the difference there, right? With Mari and someone like a Rosanna who has that's quite the jump. Right, that's quite the jump. All of them actually did a bit more damage. I do think this is pretty good, right? Because I would consider Rosanna to be a character that I'm putting on the team to make my team hit harder, right? So for Mari to be, not only did Mari make everybody else hit harder, but Mari herself does pretty good damage. So I would say Mari is quite the good character, and obviously this is a character that you don't want to miss out on. She gives a 41% pierce damage buff and also a 41% attack damage buff on top of a 630% final attack damage AoE. Pretty good. If anybody in the future, Anichiro, has the pierce effect, this character is automatically buffing her. So I would definitely say go ahead and grab your one copy of her. This is probably the most important character from the collab, right? I would say this is the most important character from the collab. Anybody who cares about Anichiro, if she has the pierce effect, obviously Crown is still going to be better than Mari. Well, I know that, obviously, but This character is going to be good for anybody with a pierce effect and just general buffing and actually doing some type of damage towards the team. So it's going to be your boy Zxous. You guys let me know what you think. Obviously, this is just my first initial thoughts and stuff like that, so take it all with a grain of salt, but I would say she is probably the most important one out of the collab. But you guys let me know what you think. It's your boy Zxous. I'm just guys.